What I really like about this anime is that first of all, it's kind of turn over a new leaf and made it prepare like you have one delinquent guy. That's why he chose to attend Sukiya High School, where no one would know if his violent go back to his old education. However, much to Rio's dismay, finally you have the power now second year, he has reversed his old ways, which basically with the one thing that is grades and getting to fight. Monday, back yet another fan of fans visit new acceleration is a beautiful honor choice, and misstep causes them both to tumble down the stairs, ending in a heartbeat. Then I'm out, prepare to discover that they can in worst case scenarios, fans over turns, which will be very interesting, convenient, and troublesome for the characters themselves. Learning of their new powers. Tusira Mira, a student council officer and a single member of the Supernatural Study Club, but I am happy to say that soon joined by me, Ita, and Sandra interest in all things supernatural, very interesting twist to it. Now, the 7 witches of the high school. 7 female students have attained different powers activated by storyline. The Supernatural Club embarked on their first quest. They find the identity of all the witches. Really good, lighthearted. This anime has a character that really comes together in April 12th, 2015, January 20, overall, to June, the positive 28, outweigh the negative. I feel like, based on the popular manga series, it has animation and Crunchyroll. It is comedy, mystery, romance, very well. I think the one thing they report is the animation, the art style, and the character is children. Sometimes each story can go off 20 minutes per episode, but I think you understand, you know what I mean, how the side story and a spin-off. Now let's get started into the manga. But I think, first off, if you're first getting into Yamada kun and 7 Mages, especially from the manga standpoint, it was a very popular manga series that focuses on comedy, school life, and romance. And, with a twist in there. Now, the manga did contain at least 50 chapters before stopping, being on hiatus, and then it worked its way up to being an anime series. Now, the story isn't very unique, and it's a masterpiece. It does have its merit. It is a very stereotypical school rom-com, which it does establish in that genre. Now, this isn't the first time you see one mixed with supernatural. You think of Rosario the Vampire is another harem, supernatural type anime, and maybe, I hate to say it, the Vampire Knight, but that's totally different from the rest of them. But I think overall, the story itself is kind of introduction in the title given. You have the female protagonist, the male protagonist, who either is a very average or has a very delicate past to him, and then you have like the ideal student body, the quietest and studious, the attractive, and especially along with the other characters who kind of bring out the other polar opposite along with the other 7 girls who are the 7 witches in this school. Each of them have their own unique power, but the strength in the story is in the plot itself, how it is precisely executed in the story and the pacing. Now, something that's very different is how anime doesn't take itself overly serious. It's something to be very lighthearted and comedic in the long run, but along has it just to delve into more serious tone of supernatural and mystery story. Now, overall, the plot is very interesting and it's executed very well, but by all means, it's not a cinematic masterpiece. But going from there, from the different manga style and the anime style, the art style looks good. Many of the backgrounds are very drawn well. The colors are really bright and pop out, and I think it doesn't just hit you all at once, and it's really goodly designed. Also, the story track is very good. It's not forgettable, but you'll kind of catch yourself singing the catchy tune. Now, for the character here, your stereotypical anime tropes that are the tsundere, the lolly, the older sister, etc. tropes. But for the most part, you'll find characters that are very likable, and they'll form some type of development over the course of the episodes that will show them breaking out of their shell and get more of a relatability factor to them that you'll soon catch on with them. But I feel overall that normally that despite the tropes of all the anime girls, whether they may be, sometimes I feel like when I have conversation, it could be very forced or very awkward. And I feel like the only 2 witches that I noticed in my development that had really good, significant character development, I won't say who because I want you to watch for yourself, plus spoils on this channel. I feel like their motivations are very typical, defined by a single point that's being rather shown than explained here in the review. But I think for the rest of the characters, they are fun, but they just lack that depth that you get from a very progressive character development that you get from most characters. I feel like also, for the anime stuff, they're all flaws. No anime is ever perfect for the special few. I think to hold a specific expectation is not fair, because I feel like that just take the whole fun out of the anime. Yes, it might be fun and cliche, but that's the point. You take it for what it is, a fun supernatural rom-com with a very colorful story, with a very colorful cast that does not disappoint you. I think overall, Yamada kun and the 7 witches are really fun to watch, have me laughing good most of the time, and I think it was a good experience to watch. Happily, I say it is worth your time, but then again, I feel like having supernatural rom-coms, and especially not literally like a harem per se, just like a normal like grouping between one guy and like 7 girls, but it's not considered a harem. I think if you want a really more plot driven like anime drama, then this probably isn't for you. But if you're looking for something more lighthearted rom-com with supernatural element, then definitely check out this, because I think when you first get into it, you won't be disappointed. I think just be in more geared towards a good laugh and enjoy the characters and see what kind of crazy antics they get into, because since we discovered the body swapping aspect of this, you know what funds they can get into with being body swap. Kind of reminds you of the Scooby-Doo live action where the spiritual orbs kind of get lost and they kind of get mismatched into their own bodies. But I feel like, you know, it kind of like delves into that more supernatural element. But definitely check it out for yourself and let me know what you think. But until then, guys, hope you have a nice day, and thank you for tuning in to this anime review. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content and more videos in the near future. But until then, bye.